What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Thursday, January 9th, and we have 8 NBA games to talk about today. Coming off an 0-2 day, neither play worked out in my favor yesterday. I had the under in the Cleveland and Thunder game. 84 points were scored in the third quarter. So that killed me there. Kind of on track through the first half, but the way the third quarter went completely killed it. Fourth quarter might have got me there if they didn't. If they had a normal third quarter. But Spurs and the Bucks. Wemby's the only guy. Wemby's the only guy on the team. So right now, like I said yesterday, I kind of am a Wemby fan, and they have been covering a lot of spreads recently. But the Bucks really wanted that one, and they were not letting up. So 0-2 we went. But on to today, we have 8 more games to talk about, and not too bad of spots. Some tricky spots in here too. So kind of be careful. Wait till the injury reports are fully fleshed out, and bet responsibly. So first game up, we got the Raptors and the Cavs. Cavs are home favorites, 15.5 points. Totals at 235. Both teams are on a back-to-back today. Cavs are 19-1 at home. Cavs are 26-10 against the spread. So if they're going to win, they're usually going to cover, but this number is all the way at 15.5. I could see it, but both teams are on a back-to-back, and Toronto is coming off a loss to the Knicks by 14 points. I can see them trying to, who knows, kind of land my game. The way that the Cavs played last night, I can see them kind of beating anybody. So stay off that one. It kind of just depends on you. Is that too many points, or you think the Cavs are just that much of a better team? They're both on them back to back. Both might have tired legs in the fourth. So I guess I would lean Cavs, but no real play in that game. Timberwolves and Magic 5.5 point home underdogs. Total is all the way down at 200. We know what I like to do. Under in Magic games, kind of no matter who they're playing, but we always take into account who they're playing. Today we have the Timberwolves, also a heavy defensive team. Here's the thing. Paolo Banchero might be coming back tonight, and inserting him in the lineup where, he's a great defender. He's also going to give a boost to the offense, and I think 200 might be too low. In their last 5 games, they're 5-5 to the under at this number, at 200. Pre-game, though, the number has never, ever been down that low. And in the last 10 games, when it was as low as 202, it went over. Same thing when it was as low as 205, it also went over. So, if we're looking at under 210, under 208, under 211, we're still expecting a game to almost not get to 200 points, right? That's like the logic in it, but I think that setting the number all the way down here might be too low, right? When it was set all the way down to 202, the number got to 203, or the total got to 203, and that was against the Nets on the 29th. So, looking at the other side, the Timberwolves have never, ever played to a number this low in the last 10 games. The lowest total that they've seen pre-game was 214.5, and that total went under, but we got to 214 even. So, went under by half a point. The time that they held somebody under 100 points was against the Mavericks in the last 10 games. It was 105-99. So every game they've played in the last 10 games has been well over that, and I just think this number is way too low. I think they're specifically trying to get me to blindly bet the under, and it's not going to work. So over 200, Magic plus 5.5. I think that if Paolo's rolled in, that number's going to change, and I'd rather have 5.5 points in my pocket with a team as good defensively as the Magic. So say all that to say Magic plus 5.5 and the over in this Magic game. Warriors and Pistons. Pistons are favored against the Warriors, but the Warriors have their starting lineup questionable. So if none of those guys play, yes, Pistons minus 2.5. But you gotta watch the injury report on that one. I don't even want to go too much farther into it right this second. So Pistons minus 2.5 if everybody on that injury report stays out. And by everybody, I mean Dennis Schroeder, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Moody, Kuminga's already out, Podziemski's already out, Gary Payton's already out. So if all those people, half of those people who are questionable stay out, then yeah, Pistons for sure. All right. Rockets and Grizzlies. Haven't really got the best read on the Grizzlies just yet. Last time I went against them, they burned me. Rockets have covered for me in their last game. The game before that, I lost on the hook. So trying to still get a read on these two teams. I guess I would lean Rockets being the more healthy team, but no bet. I don't have a bet in this one yet. So Blazers and Mavs, still no Luka, no Kyrie. Mavs is home favorites. I'm not sure it's their spot. So maybe lean Blazers. The Blazers are decently healthy. Yeah, still no Grant, but he's day to day now instead of out. So upgraded to questionable. Gafford questionable. Portland's last game they played the Pelicans and won by 19. Lost by 3 to the Pistons. Beat the Bucks by 3 in Milwaukee. All right, so those are their last 3, 2-1. Dallas just blew out the Lakers with everybody playing for the Lakers. Still no Luka, no Kyrie. I guess it says more about the Lakers than it says about the Mavericks, because they lost to the Grizzlies the game before, the Caps the game before that, Houston the game before that, Kings the game before that, Portland the game before that, and they did beat Phoenix 7 games ago, 98-89, with only Kyrie, no Luka. So I guess a small lean on the Mavericks to beat this Portland team. I know they're competing, but it's against the Pelicans. You know, still lost to the Pistons. Bucks are up and down. You know, I don't have a bet in this game. I don't even know why I'm drawing it out. I don't have a bet in this game. Heat and Jazz. I'm going to lean on the Heat on the road. The way I see this game, the Jimmy Butler thing, as soon as he was suspended, they went to go play Utah, or Utah came to Miami, and they blew them out 136-100. Then they went to Sacramento, and they went to 2 overtimes. So they closed the game, tied twice, and then they lost by 5 in double overtime. Then they just beat the Golden State Warriors. So I think they're trending in the right direction, especially without Jimmy. And I think the Jazz caught him at the right time. So I don't want to bet on the Jazz to do that again. And the Jazz have a lot more people on the injury report this time than they did last time. So I think this is a Heat spot. Revenge game. Not at home, on the road, but Utah is 2-13 at home. Miami is 8-10 away. I think it's more of a Miami spot than a Utah spot. So I'm going to go to Heat, -5.5. Hawks and Suns. I lean on the Suns with their new lineup configuration. Better defense to start the game, more offense coming off the bench. I think it's the game plan. And they're pretty healthy. Just Royce O'Neal is out. He is a nice piece for him. They did lose. Let me see this one. They did just lose to the Hornets. LaMelo Ball had 32 points. Booker had 39, Durant had 26. Nobody else from the Suns stepped up in that game. Beal had 10 in 30 minutes coming off the bench, so he played more minutes than every other starter other than Booker and Durant. So him coming off the bench is literally just a kind of punishment, get your mind right type of situation, and come off the bench and actually do something, rather than being a bench player. You know, he's just not a starter. So he's still part of the big three and playing most of the minutes right behind Booker and Durant. So 10 points isn't going to cut it. I think that he will probably play a better game this game. And I would lean on them at home. They were on the road versus Charlotte. So lean on the Suns. Atlanta's been playing good, but still just 15-22 against the spread. 9-10 on the road. Phoenix is 10-8 on the road, at home. I mean, you know, I would lean on Phoenix, but I don't have a bet yet. And Hornets and Lakers. Hornets have been playing better. They just beat Phoenix. Lakers got blown out by, who was that team? Mavericks last game. Held to 97 points. So this game, I think 9.5 points to a team that is starting to compete fully healthy might be too many. Lakers haven't been impressive this year. They are better at home, though. They are 12-4 at home. Charlotte's only 2-14 on the road. So maybe it's the Lakers spot, but against the spread, they're both kind of middle of the road teams. So, you know, Lakers money line in a parlay maybe, but I don't have this. I don't have this either in a play. All these late games, it's just too early to make a decision with everybody on the injury report. We know that LeBron James and Anthony Davis kind of live there. So I'll kind of just wait to see how Lakers games shake out, unless I can sit down and watch them. So lean Hornets, the bigger the number is. Right now I see it 9.5. So those are going to be my thoughts. The games I like are the Heat minus the 5, the over in the Timberwolves and Orlando game, over 200.5. Kind of like the Magic plus 5.5 also. And Detroit, if all those guys don't play. So I am going to go ahead and take it now, just in case they are ruled out. I think that number's going to change. So those are going to be plays. Detroit minus 2.5, over 200.5 for the Magic and the Timberwolves, and Miami minus 5.5. So lock those in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more NBA, maybe some college football. I think I'm on Penn State and the under in tonight's game. So I'll see you back tomorrow.